Hey guys, today's video is going to be my nail polish out the door. If you've never seen one of these videos, I basically talk about all of the polishes that I wore throughout the month, in this case the month of January. And I just want to start off by saying, yes, this is all nail polishes. I want to make that disclaimer because I got a comment in a previous video saying, is this all you talk about? Nail polishes, lame or boring or something to that effect, which I thought was kind of silly because it made me laugh. I'm not gonna lie, it made me laugh. I don't take things too personally, but I just thought it was hilarious because it is in the title. So I was a little confused by that comment. So disclaimer, this is all nail polishes. Okay, let's move on. This month I wore my polishes, some of my polishes, a little bit longer than usual. Normally I tend to wear my polishes every maybe 2 to 3 days. I'll swap them out. But I was a little limited with time, so sometimes I would wear them for 5, 6, 7 days even, which is insane for me. That's crazy because I switch them out so often because I do get bored very easily. So I want to talk about what I did this month. I did a lot of touching up this month because I just didn't have the time to start with a fresh manicure. And I want to mention what I like to do because maybe it'll be helpful for some of you who are also limited with time. So for instance, this manicure right here, I've had for a couple of days. And I get tip wear very easily with nail polishes because I'm very rough with my hands. So I have a little bit of tip wear in this one. What I normally like to do is go in with the polish that I'm currently wearing and then just dab the ends a little bit, let it dry, and then I'll go in with a very thin coat all over my nails. Just to kind of freshen it up, and then I'll go in with the top coat and it looks like a brand new manicure. And I don't know, it's just been really helpful, so I wanted to mention that. Also, at the end of this video, I will have the base coats and top coats that I've been using. I thought I would share them with you guys because there is one top coat that I want to talk about. I've been forgetting to talk about for the last 3 months. Can you guys believe it? And I think I've been talking for like a minute now. So let me start off with the polish from Zoya. This one right here is called Aggie. This is the one I started off the month with. And this one has a beautiful dual chrome. It's kind of golden, it's kind of olivey. Gorgeous nail polish. I think it looks, for me, it looks prettier in the bottle, to be quite honest. And I think my skin is just not dark enough. I think this would look amazing on somebody with darker skin tone. It would just stand out so much more. On me, it just ended up looking a little bit golden, and I had to work a little bit hard to fish for that duochrome. So it's a pretty polish, it's just not my favorite. I thought it was neat, but it wasn't my favorite. And I think this one took 2 to 3 coats if I'm not mistaken. The next polish is also from Zoya. I wore a few Zoyas this month. This one is called Dory. I did post this one on my Instagram and it's so pretty. It's this really beautiful light but leaning a little bit bright blue. It's a cream finish polish and it's just wonderful. I think this one took 1 or 2 coats. I think I got it almost opaque on 1 coat, but I can't remember now. I'm gonna have to go back into my Instagram post. Beautiful formula. It dried really fast. This one did not. This is one of the ones that I wore a little bit longer. I think I wore it for a good 5 to 6 days. Not a tip wear in sight. It was so put together. The only thing I like to do when I'm wearing my nail polishes for that long is freshen it up with a top coat just to give it back that glossy look. But other than that, the intensity of the color was amazing. I had no tip wear, not one thing. It was beautiful. Highly recommend this. This is probably gonna make it into my top 10 summer polishes because I love the color. I think this color would be amazing for summer. And then I hauled this not too long ago. This one's from Nars. This one is called Night Porter, and I talked about it not only on Snapchat, and I mentioned it in a haul because it's so pretty. This one my husband bought for me. We walked into Nordstrom. I rarely go into Nordstrom. And I went to check out the Nars counter. I was looking at their shadows and then I came across their nail polishes. I've never owned a Nars nail polish before just because of the price. And for me, when I don't know, I feel like I'm taking a chance when I'm paying that kind of ticket, like the ticket price, because if it sucks, I'm gonna be really upset at myself for buying it, you know what I mean? But this one right here is a beautiful deep green shimmer polish. It has green and bronzy shimmers running throughout it. It is gorgeous, and even better, this is a 1 coater. It did not, I mean, some of them, you know, you can kind of get it opaque in one coat, but you see little bald spots here and there that are not too noticeable. This one's a straight one coater, which was amazing. I love that you could take off a little cap. The little cap right here is kind of like the rubberized, same like their cosmetic packaging. So it's really nice. And what I loved about it was the brush. The brush is a little bit on the wider side. You guys can see it right there. So I didn't have to go in with 1,000 strokes to cover up my nail. I have pretty wide nails, so sometimes with some of the brushes like Revlon, for example, they have a very thin brush, so sometimes I have to go in with quite a few swipes to cover up the entire nail. I did not have to do that with this one. This one I did test out because my friend Shaunna from The Love of Makeup asked me to see how long the wear time was for this one. And I wore it for 7 days, 6 days maybe. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I did have tip wear in less than a day, which was kind of a bummer. But again, I'm very rough with my hands. My hands are constantly wet because I'm washing or cleaning or whatever. And but either way, I just reach for things like an animal, you know what I mean? So I get tip wear pretty easily. Surprisingly, I didn't get it with this one, but I did get it in like the first day. So around the third day, I added another coat just to kind of freshen it up again, and it looked beautiful. I just feel like this polish looks so much more prettier. Did that make sense? It looks prettier when you initially apply it, and then after a couple of days it kind of loses its shine a little bit, and it just needs to be spruced up a little bit with another coat or a top coat. But it's not a biggie because the color is beautiful, and the fact that it's a one coater is just, it was a major plus. OPI's I Can Only Wear OPI. After wearing the dark one, I wanted something a little bit lighter, or a lot lighter. This is a white, but it has a hint of gray in it. It's so pretty. I love whites. I love white nail polishes. And then when they have a little hint of gray, there's just something about it that just kind of takes that starkness out of the white polishes, if you know what I mean. This one, although it is a white, it's not very difficult to apply. Some whites can be a little bit tricky. This one is not that tricky. I think I could get it opaque in about 2 coats. So it's not bad at all. It's just a little extra drying time, but it's not horrible. The color for me makes it worth it, and I highly recommend it. And then I moved on to this one. This one, not only did I talk about in Snapchat, but I also talked about it on my Instagram. I actually posted a little video. I will leave my my Instagram and my Snapchat down below for you guys if you want to check it out. This one right here is from Revlon, and it's the Holographic Pearls. I heard about this one from Rita from Rita Beauty, and then Stephanie from the Daisy Girly. Here I am calling you Daisy, Stephanie. Here I go. She told me that this one will take 3 coats to get it fully opaque. I got it opaque in 3 coats. I actually did all of my nails, and it was blinging, man. It just looks like diamonds on your nails. This one is a little bit more difficult to find. I every time I go to the store, I check, and then some of, like, Walmart didn't have it. Mainly pharmacy type, like CVS, Walgreens, those type of stores will have it, but most of the times it's sold out, or there's like 1 left. So highly recommend this one. Somebody also said that I could layer this one over a colored nail polish. I tried doing that, and I just feel like I feel like it's better on its own, because the glitters is not like the I&M top coat where you can, you know, keep layering for more intensity. This one, it's intense right off the bat, so I feel like it covers too much of the color. It didn't work for me, at least. Maybe I can try dry brush strokes or something like that to make it work, but for me, I really enjoyed it using it as a full mani, or it could work really well as an accent. Oh, and then let me know if you guys want me to do, maybe moving forward, pictures of when I apply it, and then how the manicure, like right before I remove it, so that you guys can see the wear or the longevity or the wear test on it. Everybody's nails is very different, so I'll be showing you how it wears on me, obviously, but let me know if you guys want to see that. I can show you before and after pictures, you know. Maybe that'll be helpful for you guys. And I moved on to this one right here, which is from the Sephora by OPI. This one I think I found at the Dollar Tree. I may have found it at the Dollar Tree. I'm not sure anymore. This one is called Shiny Dancer, another one that I talked about on Snapchat. And I even played a song from Elton John. The only reason why I purchased this polish is because it reminds me of Shiny Dancer from Elton John, and it's one of my all-time favorite songs. I think I've mentioned that before on YouTube. It just, I don't know. I started playing music and then it led me to showing you guys my records and stuff like that. My little tiny record collection that I have going on. But anyways, back to this nail polish. This one right here is a shimmer polish, and it's a gray, kind of like a gunmetal gray, but it has a bit of blue in it, but it also has these kind of silvery, almost golden shimmers running through it as well. It's very, very pretty. Not my favorite that I wore throughout the month. It's okay, you know. I think I'm just more attached to the name above anything. This one did take about 4 coats to get it fully opaque though, because it is very, very sheer, but it lasted on my nails really well. And then I moved on to Zoya once again, and I pulled Zoya's which one's this one? This one is called Caitlin, and I think this was in my winter picks. Really, really pretty. It's a little bit of a muted purple. So pretty. This one takes 2 coats on my nails, and I love the color. And this one has a cream finish to it. I don't know where I was going with that. I wore, oh, another Zoya. I wore another Zoya. This one is Eastyn, and this is a really pretty, very soft purple color. I believe this was part of their Whispers collection last year. And this was one of my favorites from that collection. I feel like this is one of those nail polishes that just kind of, it's a really nice palette cleanser. You know what I mean? And cream finish, 2 coats. And it looks, I've worn it on long nails as well, and it looks amazing on long nails. Short nails, doesn't really matter. Formula was incredible. Nothing else to say about that one. And then I moved on to SinfulColors. SinfulColors, this one is called Rise and Shine. This is really pretty. Somebody told me that it stains the nails, and when I removed it, it did stain the nails a little bit. Not as bad as I thought. I got a little scared. I was like, dude, because my nails absorb everything. It absorbs color like crazy. This one is a really pretty, like a bluish green polish, and then it has these really pretty, very micro blue shimmers running through it. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Out of all of the polishes that I wore this month, this is the one that I got the most compliments of. Yeah, I got a lot of compliments on this nail polish. A lot of people really like this color, and I highly recommend it. It was a 2-coater. Formula was really great, and I'm really happy that I tried it. I don't think I tried this one before. So anyways, and then the last nail polish, and this is the one that I have on my nails right now, is OPI's Lincoln Park After Dark. This one right here is just a really deep eggplant color. Mine is getting a little dried out. I need to put thinner in mine, but because it was a little bit thicker, I actually didn't mind that because it only took 1 coat to get it fully opaque. And I was really happy about that. It did take a little bit of extra drying time, but I was okay with that. But I wanted to top it off, because normally I wear it on its own. I wanted to top it off with the I&M I&M holographic top coat. And this one is clear here at the top, and then it has a little super fine shimmers, like hollow shimmers at the bottom, and then you want to shake it up to mix it all up. I cannot get my words today, my goodness. And what I love about it is that you can put 1 layer for just a very light application of it, or just build up the intensity as much as you want, as opposed to the holographic pearls from Revlon. This one's just straight up. It's not fully opaque, but you apply so much more. This one's a lot more dense than this one right here. This one's just really fine, so it allows you to control the intensity of it. On my toes, the entire month almost, I wore China Glaze, Mix, and Mingle. And this one, unfortunately, I don't have a picture of it. I forgot to do a swatch of it because I forgot to take a picture. It was on my toes, you know what I mean? I forgot to swatch it on my hands before I did my manicure, and quite frankly, I don't want to remove this manicure just yet. But this one was really nice. It was a bit of it had more of a crelly finish, so it was like, not finish, like a mixture of cream and a jelly formula. So it did take about 3 coats to get it fully opaque, but the color was so pretty. It was more of like a grape purple. So it's nice right now for the winter because it was a little bit different. It wasn't a bright color, but it wasn't super dusty or anything like that. It was just right, if you know what I mean. Right now, what I have on my toes is OPI's Kerry Blossom. I have talked about this polish numerous times. It is so pretty. From the Kerry Washington, or from the Washington DC collection from OPI, this is my favorite by far. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm still wearing it on my toes right now. And I gotta say, I do love it on my toes, but I much prefer it on my hands. I've also talked about before that some polishes I just prefer. I feel like they stand out a little bit more on my hands because my hands are not as dark as my feet. You know what I mean? But anyways, still love this color. Formula is amazing. 2 to 3 coats for this nail polish, and it's pretty incredible. Moving on to base coats. The base coat that I've been sticking to the entire month is the ORLY Bonder. I forgot how much I like this one. I set it down for a while because I tend to use my NPOTD nail strengthener, but I've been taking a break from that one and then I pulled this one out and I love it. I feel like it definitely does prolong the wear of my polishes. Not so much the tips, but just the entire polish, and I really like it. I like the fact that it's thin. It is a little bit on the sticky side, so it's not something that you can put on and leave on its own. You have to put on a polish right after that because it is just a tiny bit sticky, but I really enjoy this one. And then I've also been using my I&M Out the Door top coat. You know, whenever I just want it to dry up really quickly, I always reach for this one, and it leaves them nice and shiny. Like, I just topped it off again today because my nails were looking a little bit dull, just to bring back that shininess. So always reach for this one. And then this top coat that I have mentioned on my Snapchat, and I've been forgetting to mention it to you guys here on YouTube for the last 3 or 4 months, man. This is the Pro Effects Supreme Gel. This is extra thick shine top coat. I found this one at Walmart and I love it. Now, I cannot speak on how it prolongs my nail polishes. I don't notice any different from my Out the Door, but this is a lot thicker. So I put this one on when I have a little bit extra drying time. Not a lot, because it doesn't take forever to dry down, but it's not as quick drying as this one, is what I'm trying to say. But it leaves them looking like a gel manicure. So it leaves them looking thick and super shiny, and they look shiny for a while. I really like this one. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. I've never heard anybody talking about it, so I just want to mention it because if you like super shiny or like gel-like manicures, you would like this one. I also bought their sticky base, but I haven't tested it out long enough just because I've been using the ORLY Bonder. But I really want to try it out because I want to compare it to the I&M sticky base coat. So that is everything for this video. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know also down below what you guys have been enjoying wearing on your nails in the month of January, or just for the winter, you know, in general and stuff like that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.